Welcome back. You're watching France 24 with me, Simon Mawson. Today it's Fashion Friday here on France 24, and that means it's time for the latest news in the world of fashion and luxury. This week, fashion critic Leona Liu takes a look at how the business of fashion has changed by the digital revolution. So, Leona, which brands are actually adapting to social media and interactive marketing tools?
Well, when it comes to the luxury business, Burberry is ages ahead. Basically, the luxury industry has kind of shied away from technology in the past. They have this fear of eroding their image of exclusivity, too much accessibility by the mass. But the CEO of Burberry, Angela Arhens, and Christopher Bailey, the creative officer, they know that in order to revive this 156-year-old heritage brand, it really needs to tap into younger customers. And these customers have grown up with the digital revolution, Facebook and Twitter and all these other tools. They do their shopping online, they communicate with their friends through the web. So Burberry is ages ahead in the sense that they were the first brand to live stream their runway shows and to sell items live from the catwalk online and in stores via iPad. And to give you another concrete example, I'm going to take you over now to London's Regent Street. And Burberry has just opened their new flagship, France 24. We got this exclusive sneak peek last week. The store officially opened to the public yesterday. And spanning 44,000 square feet across 4 floors, the new space is Burberry's biggest ever. It's dubbed Burberry World Live by the brand, and basically the store aims to blur the physical and digital. So what that means is mirroring the online experience in store. So all the features you're used to seeing online on Burberry's website, you'll find it in the store. So there is a section like Burberry Bespoke. So on their website, you can actually custom design and order their iconic trench coats. And in the store, there is a separate section where you can physically do that.
Yeah, and there's 44,000 square feet of it, isn't it? I guess that is a tricky balance for them, isn't it, between trying to access new clients but trying to keep exclusive at the same time. So other than Burberry, what other big labels are reaching out with investing in digital technology?
Well, there is also Dior. Dior has just launched this new kind of ad campaign, if you will, but it's beautifully masked as this piece of cinema. We can take a look at it now. It is called Lady M, which stands for Lady Mystery, and it's none other than the French actress Marion Cotillard that stars in it. And it basically will be revealed in 7 separate episodes, all online on the website diormag.com. And it follows Cotillard as she travels from ateliers to fittings to photo shoots, giving the viewers kind of this rare behind-the-scenes look at the glamorous world of Dior. So the episodes will be uploaded every 2 weeks. The first one was just uploaded recently, and the last one's scheduled for Christmas. So it is kind of a smart marketing strategy by Dior to time perfectly with the holiday shopping season.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of this art and cinema style marketing, aren't we? So peddling merchandise via innovative marketing campaigns. Are fashion houses employing any other kind of software or technology?
Yeah, so besides just using it for marketing purposes, a lot of designers who are more cutting edge, want to experiment with new fabrics, they will use sophisticated technology to actually realize the conception of their designs.
Right.
Take Julien Fournier, for example. Julien Fournier is a French designer, and he's trying to revolutionize the trade with the help of new 3D technology. And it was developed by the French aircraft manufacturer Dassault, so kind of an interesting collaboration. And basically uses it to test the limits of materials. He has this very challenging project where he's combining neoprene rubber with classic silk organza. So using this technology, you can see how it'll hold up before wasting a lot of time and energy. Here's what he had to say.
Here we are really into innovation that is incredibly complex, because the idea was to recreate a zebra motif with a plastic acetate sheet. We used a computer to design it, and then we cut everything by hand. And thanks to special software, we were able to recreate the whole pattern and stitch it with sequins. It's a real mental exercise. Everything is positioned on the silk organza, and it is extremely soft. And then, say I have to run to catch a bus, it opens thanks to these zippers. Look, it's very simple, the proof. And then it's a collection that can be taken off quite quickly, especially if it's time for snuggles.
Well, that quite is something, isn't it? I like that zip when you're running for the bus. I'd like retractable heels, Leona, I think, so that I can wear stilettos, and when I want to run for the bus, they just go
Very
inside
practical.
a bit, kind of like Inspector Gadget. Anyway, that's my designer tip. What else do you have for us?
Yeah, I think that would be the best, because you have your heels, you can, run to work. Like, so yeah, I mean, you've seen with Julien Fournier, so he is actually not the only designer who's, collaborating with high-tech companies. Something really interesting took place last week during New York Fashion Week. I was at the Diane von Furstenberg show. So I'll take you over now. These are images from her show at Lincoln Center last Sunday. She is 65 years old, Diane von Furstenberg, but certainly not someone behind the times. She teamed up with Google for her fashion show. So the Google co-founder Sergey Brin was seated front row, and von Furstenberg sent down several of her models down the runway wearing Google Glass. You can see on the screen there. Now, what this is, it's as much hyped about internet-connected eyewear device that Google is in the middle of developing. It's slated for release in 2013. You can pre-order, I think, for $1,500 US dollars. It's a little expensive, but it's quite cool. They're augmented reality lenses, so there's a tiny hidden kind of embedded camera, so you can take pictures, you can record video, you can even receive messages. So you don't have to whip out your cell phone anymore or your camera to do all that. So the interesting project behind this, actually, according to the New York Times, was that they wanted to record the catwalk show, but all the footage from the point of view or the perspective of the models, because obviously the person wearing it, that's the perspective you get. And Google has just uploaded yesterday footage compiled from this device, so we'll take a look now.
We live in such an amazing world. Things that we thought would be science fiction exist, where you can reach everything at every time, anytime, and it goes so fast. But fashion, technology, it's all about life.
Right, and to end today's fashion segment, you've got something for us on this side of the Atlantic, because it's not just the US that innovators. What's happening in France?
Well, at the moment, it is, we're in the midst of all the fashion weeks, the whirlwind that happens twice a year. It's presenting the collections for spring 2013. So New York has wrapped up, or it's in London at the moment. And it's coming to Paris on September 25th, so very soon. It'll last through October 3rd. And I guess what we're highly anticipating this year is the Yves Saint Laurent collection, because Eddie Slimane has just taken over as creative director. He's replacing Stefano Pilati, who's been at the helm for a very long time. So we're interested to see what he has in store. He's already changed the name of the iconic French brand. He has renamed it Saint Laurent Paris. So he's taken out the Yves, which is the hard part for everyone to pronounce, I guess, if you're not French. And here I'm showing the first advertising image for Saint Laurent Paris under Slimane's directive. He's actually a photographer himself, so he took that image himself. It was featuring Christopher Owens, a musician. And this is an old picture. This is Yves Saint Laurent's nude fragrance ad dating back to 1971. So you can see that Slimane's kind of trying to find the DNA of the brand again. And even by renaming the company, he's drawing back to the early days when it used to be called Saint Laurent Rive Gauche, before it was named Yves Saint Laurent.
Right,
so.
okay. So it's kind of a reinvention, but still holding on to the past.
Exactly.
Very interesting.
So we'll just have to wait till
all
the
eyes
show.
are going to be on Eddie Slimane. Thanks very much, Leona,
Thank you
for all the very latest from the fashion world. And that's all we have time for now. Stay tuned to France 24. More news coming for you on the hour.